much. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Railbird Productions. This is Somerfield Habener. We got a one pocket match here. We got Damian Pongpanik versus Andy Patterson. And this should be a good one. This is the 2023 Derby City Classic. These are still early rounds, I believe. Damian here to break. Damian making a ball in the break, and here at the Derby City Classic, that is a re-rack. Pretty sure that's every one pocket tournament ever from here on out. One pocket's turned into quite the break and run game already, and I don't think they want to encourage that any more than it already is. Although it is nice for scheduling. So, yep, this is Damian there to re-rack. Got a tester in. That would have been a vicious break if that ball would have hung, though, I tell you what. My name is Somerfield, like I said. Damian, another player from the Northwest. I'm from up there as well. And out here in fabulous Indiana for the coolest pool tournament in the world, the Derby City Classic. It's so significantly softer. Wow, and that's, I think, exactly what he was hoping right there. I don't think he has any kind of lane through that 7-11. And that is a nasty, nasty break. Not much hope to get under anything to get to that 14. So you pretty much either have to pin him on something or go offensive. Wow, goes offensive, drills that 4 ball. That's how you get out of a break right there. That was an incredible shot. Really risky one. If that ball doesn't go, you definitely sell a lot. But what a great shot by Andy Patterson. Looks like that 9 might pass that 5-7, but boy, that is tight. I mean, he just fires this ball. Not a thought about it. This is one pocket, so these players are coming off banks, and obviously banks the ball pretty confidently. Makes his ball number 2. It did pass there. Getting on the 13. He's got to do something to move some balls here. His run's going to be done. That 5-7 could be aimed towards his pocket. So he's hoping to catch that 11 and not the 10. Barely touches the 10 ball. And at this point, he's either going to remove that 14 or just give it to Damian. He does have a shot on the 1, but boy, you're shooting for 1 at that point. It doesn't really get you a whole lot unless you go full offensive. And we've definitely seen Andy do that already. These tables were so slick at this point. Still, these removals are not easy. It looks like he's going to dig from the top side. It's a pretty good, but definitely leaves a cut here for Damian. Seen a really offensive match so far, so let's see how Damian responds. Andy picking out 3 in that first rack. Damian going offensive also. Nails that cut. He has an off-angle combo here. It looks like he's shooting. Yep, drawn right around. He's going to get himself another combo. Wow, hit that with a lot of confidence. That's a great shot for Damian. Going to try and stay behind this 10 ball. Boy, I tell you, if this one goes, this rack is really open. Really want to make sure you make this ball. All right. Yeah, we get to 2-2 with the ball, or 2-3 with the ball hung. I don't think Andy's going to be digging that one. So shot here to pinch the 2 balls in the pocket, and they both kind of come out together if you hit it right. These pockets are playing so tight that, he must be banking the ball really confidently if he's shooting that shot. Because that's the game right there. I'd be really surprised to not see Damian get out here. But yeah, if he makes that ball, it goes the other way too. So Andy's shooting really confidently, drills that bank combo early on. And it looks like Damian's going to have a good shot here. He is going to go for his extension. 11-3. I'm going to hit this nice and soft, wanting to keep that 11 real close to the pocket. Stays on the right side of it. Crucial shot here. I think he's going to want to come between the 7-8. Yeah, still a tricky little layout here. Looks like you might want to run around the other way. Gets there very nicely. And that's a tricky line. I think he's going to have to make contact with that 8 ball here. If not, he's taking the combo. Ooh, very fortunate miss there for Damian. Misses that ball, but it looks like he was just thinking a little too much about how he's going to contact that other ball. And again, Andy back at the table. Pretty fortunate to get back to the table, but Damian very fortunate with how that shot worked out. Really good opportunity here for Andy. We've seen him bank the ball pretty hard. I like banking the 8 and trying to bring my cue ball up around the 15. Boy, he is kicking for the chicken. Not a guy who's afraid to shoot at his hole. Misses that ball, but again, pretty fortunate. Well, I don't think we're going to see a long match here. We've got a couple bank pool players and 9-ball players playing one pocket here. Damian with the back cut. This is a risky shot here. Really want to make sure you pocket this ball. Well executed. All right. Got a cut on the 15 and a chance to get behind this 2 ball. I don't think he'll come back up table. This is a tricky shot too. Yeah, I might lay up and just take the bank at this point. Try not to push it too hard and get over for that too. Hits it beautifully. Gets on the 2 ball, unfortunately the wrong side of it. Boy, kind of traps himself here. Up 6-3, but that's kind of a tough spot. It does look like he can bank that 7 and might be able to hold the cue ball there so that there's no cut on the 10. Looks like he's going to play off the bottom side of the 7 and get underneath that 10. I think that's a smart shot. Yep, moves the 10 a little further away from Andy's pocket. Nice shot here. At this point, I really like Andy to bank that 12 ball back at his hole. Looks like he can protect the 10. And got a good shot to make this ball. Well, and leaving Damian in another tough spot here. I like playing safe at this point. I like just kicking into the right side rail, getting underneath the 10 ball. Not a lot doing offensively, and I think with 4 balls sitting there, a lot can go wrong if you try to do too much with a shot like this. Yeah, Damian's up 6-3, and he's right to take his time here. This game can turn around real quick. Just nice soft kick under there. Ooh. Catches the right side. Man, hit that ball really well. That's exactly where you want to be. He did not want to let him get to that other ball either, the other stripe down here. Andy without a lot of offensive opportunity here. We might see him play safe for the first time yet. I kind of like rolling right up on that 5 ball and just trying to stick the cue ball on the 5 if at all possible. Looks like he wants to get the cue ball to the rail. No, it looks like he's shooting. Shooting that 7, trying to get it back at his hole. It's a pretty good idea, but unfortunately sells a pretty straight shot here and a great opportunity for Damian to take down game 1. Perfect shot on the 7, leads right to the 2 ball. I like Damian to make these. Man, all right. Well, another chance here for Andy. That's a tough miss for Damian, but it's hard to describe to players out there if you don't play a lot of one pocket how much harder that shot is playing one pocket than it is playing 9-ball. Of course, the best players in the world, doesn't matter when they're shooting or what game they're playing, but yeah, you think a lot more about that shot for some reason. It matters about the same amount, but it gets trickier. Banking the 7-ball, trying to get behind the 5-6. All right. Well, boy, that opportunity, it's really hard to forgive yourself for missing that ball. Damian back at the table now with 4 balls in front of Andy's pocket, and he's a little bit of a spot. I think he might just kick under the 7. Well, ooh, I like that. Moves the 2 a little closer to his hole. Still gets under there. Doesn't sell a shot. Beautiful shot, Damian. Yeah, that's a lot more productive shot than just kicking under that 7. Andy is ready to shoot. Looked like maybe trying to 2-rail the 6-ball. Boy, oh boy. All right, so foul there for Andy. Another great opportunity for Damian. I think he just plays 5 to the 4 here. Got to make sure you're not thinking about the last shot you had looking like this. Just fire that ball, roll down a few feet. One pocket settling in, I think one of the most difficult things is getting into your rhythm, not getting too caught up in your opponent's rhythm, but also adjusting to how they're going to play. So Andy, obviously a very offensive player here. And that's Damian to take down rack 1. Andy will be breaking. Yeah, it's really important to not get caught up in that other player's rhythm. Andy's somebody who's firing at his hole at all times, and all of a sudden that's going to make you think in a very different way than you're used to thinking about one pocket. So Damian able to pull this one down. Let's see how Andy's able to break. Thanks for tuning in here to the Rail Productions. This is Somerfield Habener coming to you from the 2023 Derby City Classic. If you get time, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Sharing is caring. If you guys are interested in knowing whenever we post up new videos, there's a ton of Derby City action coming to you. That's the way to do it. Hit that button. Old Kevin and Sherry Ross are going to let you know every single time they post up a new video. So a lot of cool stuff coming here. A lot of different commentators. I personally love watching these productions because I feel like I get a lot of different people, all their different insight. I got to work with Josh Roberts and feel like I got a lesson getting to talk to him. And I know Scott Frost has been doing a bunch of commentary, so really excited to see what else comes out of their corner. Great to work with you guys, and thanks for tuning in. Andy here to break, taking that same pocket. Pretty nasty break right there too. Doesn't get that ball quite as close to his hole, but Damian, he's not getting underneath or that or on top of it. I think you're just going to see him stick him on a ball here. Yeah, so stick right on that 8-12. All right, and a nice shot there. I think a lot of people are afraid of taking that shot because you move more balls to his hole, you open a lot of things up, and obviously an offensive threat by Andy Patterson here, but being stuck on that ball, there's just nothing to shoot at. Looks like he wants to two-rail this 9 ball, but I do not think he's going to be happy if he does. Hopefully playing off this 12 and back into the pack. Yep. Getting close to that 3 ball. It's a really nice shot. Kind of limiting Damian's ability to shoot many balls. It looks like he's got a good piece of that 4. I think I would try and play the 4 and stick in between the 7, 10. Yep. It's like kind of wanted to 3-rail that ball, but you can't hit the ball that hard. He left him more of a gap than he wanted to. And he's got a cut on this 3 ball. He really needed the edge of that 7 to help him block out the 3. Andy's only got part of a pocket here and really wants to make sure he takes advantage of this. Drills that ball. Maybe not drills. Makes that ball. 2 ball again looks like it's got part of a pocket. This rack turns around really quick if you're not careful. So every shot totally crucial here. Can't clip this 14 going in. Nice shot. I like the 11. I want to get that 14 out of the way, but using this 11 to get back up on top of the 15 I think is the right shot. All right, 3, 6, and 11. Nice shot. All right, here you got to kind of wedge in here. So he's going to try and... I would almost like to trying to make contact with the 5. It's really easy to get caught up behind the 1. I think I would like to, if he has enough, try and get behind the 5 ball here. It's a lot easier to get on the 5 and then move the 7 to get to the 11-1. I really can't tell, and that's a pretty big reach. I think he's going to go between the 5-1 here. Going to play this pretty soft. Yeah, and that's the trouble with that shot is you end up kissing up there, and all of a sudden you're looking at a pretty tough off-angle combo. I'd like to say he's not going to shoot it, but I haven't seen anything Andy won't shoot yet. And it's working out for him in this rack. He's up 5-0. Let's see. There's a potential bank on the 10 ball here, and you could probably still get safe. I can't tell if he can move that 10 enough to get it really towards his pocket, though. All right, he's just going to play it out of there. Didn't get there. Again, that 7 ball problematic for both players here. He really needed that 7 ball edge to block out the bank here. And up 5-0, Damian's got a great opportunity to turn this around. Excellent shot. Damian Pongpanik all of a sudden in a great position to get out here. He needs a lot of them, but pretty wide open table. I think you kind of got to start with the 11 ball here. And you got to figure out how you're going to get in that 10, 8, 12 situation. Yeah, I don't think you push it here. I don't think you strike at it with using the 13. He's looking at the 7 ball. I think you have a harder shot to get somewhere. I guess it can lead to the 5. Well, it looks like he's coming back around. All right, so looking like he's drawn underneath to get on the 13 next. And he just chose to fire that ball. Hit it nice and pure. I think winning that first game, you feel a lot better. Here's a good opportunity to go on those balls. He may just be going on top for the 5, though. Floating up for the 5. Gives himself a little angle here. Well, if he can float across and kiss that 10 ball, he's going to be real happy. Not a lot of room to cue. Let's see what he likes. He's drawn the ball. Might just be, wow. Great shot. Did he get on that 10 or that 8? I mean, that's about exactly what he wanted. It looks like he does have room to shoot this 12 ball. Man, excellent shot there. Oh, no, he clipped the 8. Oh, heartbreaker. All right, well, getting 4 out of that. And man, this is some home run derby one pocket here. This is a tricky one. I personally like taking the 6 here so I know that I can get safe if I miss the ball, but I don't think Andy is going to play that cautious. I see him firing this 10 ball, probably trying to draw up for the 6 next. Nope, he's looking at the 6 ball too. I do think for a player of my speed, that's the best shot. I don't think it's necessarily the best shot, but and overhits it a little bit. That may not bode well. It's a tough cut for Damian, though, too. Andy's got a 6 ball sitting right in the hole. Damian knows if he misses, that could cost the game. Damian, a pretty solid shot maker, though, and I think we're going to see him shoot. 8 ball in your eye, coming around for the 9 ball. He needs 3. Gets himself pretty straight here. I think he's just going to have to follow down and bank the 6 next. Side pocket to contend with, but it looks like he's got plenty of room. Yeah, it comes down. Would like to get underneath that 6 ball if at all possible. It's pretty straight. I don't think he's going to try and force this and get up above the 10. No, it looks like he's going to spike it. Not really the only way to get up there for this is to hit that ball hard. And that's why. Got pretty fortunate. And he hit it too hard enough is what I like to say. He overhit it, missed it wide, trying to force the angle to get on the 10 ball, but got himself out of trouble. Andy forced a bank here, now down 5-6. And boy, a lot of turnarounds here in this game. Hits that one wide as well, and that's going to sell a bank. That's one of those where you really got to just take a little more time and make sure that speed is on. I mean, it's 6 inches shorter, and that ball is a lot more threatening than it is here. Damian with a tricky little spot. I don't think the table turns enough at this point for him to throw that. I don't know. He can probably throw it in there. For me, it's still a little slippery for me to be able to turn that ball at that angle. I think I'm still going to try it. But again, I'm going to focus way more on speed. I'm also not confident I could get up behind that 10 ball. Looks like he's kicking. Nope, gets it. Is he able to get there? And there you see, well-executed shot. Still a little bit hard, but that ball does not leave a return shot. That's just so much tougher to contend with for Andy. He's just got to hope to get this ball out. I think he's going to kick underneath the ball. Nope. There we go. Behind the ball, knocking it up and out of trouble. Doesn't leave a return bank. Damian's got a 2-railer if he wants to take it, but I like this shot a lot more. Knock those 2 up table. Cue ball back to the rail. Unfortunately, with that 6 ball, it lined up pretty well for Andy. Andy's got a pretty straight bank, and he can kind of just follow this straight down to the rail. If he misses, you don't really sell anything. You really got a free bank here. Hits it wide again. Again, we've seen quite a bit of that from Andy, and it's really easy to take for granted. These tables are still really, really slick here. Only a couple days of play on them so far. Brand new felt. These gorgeous diamond tables here at the Derby City Classic are brand new felt every time we start banks. That's the first event, and one pocket follows shortly after. So still, you see these rails slipping a lot more than you normally would. All right. I'm not sure I like shooting at my hole here. That 6-4, a lot can go wrong if you bank something here. I think he's just going to try and turn this bank. Yeah, you had to turn it so much, you're coming to the other side of the table. Might get fortunate here. Unfortunately, high enough that you can see that 6 ball. 12 ball is very cuttable. And he can kind of play safe as long as he doubles up behind that 10 as well. So not able to make the ball. Oh, he might have sold the 6. He really needed the right side of that 10 ball to not sell the 6 ball. And this is truly do or die here for Andy. So if he's shooting, we better hope that ball goes in. Looks like he thinks he's got a line on it. Gets down there, nice. Doesn't quite get down far enough for this bank. I don't think he's going to be able to cinch this bank enough, and it doesn't look like it passes. I like just knocking this ball away. Looks like he was trying to stay low with it. Doesn't quite get there. 6-6 here. We got action. This looks like a straight bank. The way these tables are playing right now, this is not an easy bank. The cue ball looks a little lower, so he's got a shot at it. But I tried to turn this ball a few times, and it just did not want to roll over for me. Damian hits it great. Great shot. Kind of whichever way you want to go here. It looks like the 2-railer on the 4 is pretty dead on. He can also try and spin this bank around the 10, but it looks like that's going wide to me. These 2-railers are coming up pretty short here. That's an awful nice effort. Not going to go, but Andy's going to be, well, I'd like to say forced to deal with a 4 ball, but we've seen him shoot. Looks like he is. Let's see if he tries the Z. I think the 10 ball's in the way of the Z bank. Yeah. He's going to lay up. Doesn't want to leave a bank on that 4. And again, another shot at the 2-railer for Damian. Looks like he's planning on following it down table. Real wide. All right, well, hits it wide. Kind of sells a free bank here on the 4 ball as well for Andy. Andy's just got to make sure he doesn't leak out too far and leave a cut on the 10 if he misses. Hits that 4 ball pretty solid. Man. Yeah, and does a good job controlling the cue ball there. Damian can't afford to cut that 10. But at the same time, if you start thinking about kicking out that 4 ball, it's hard to not sell a bank. Damian wants to be real careful here. You don't want to lose this game. So, yep, kicking under this 4 ball. Gonna hit this with some speed, though. Oh, wow. Tries to kiss it back at his hole. He was definitely trying to kick that thin. Wow, and Andy with a great opportunity here. You got to stroke this ball good if you want to hold and get behind the 10 ball. I kind of like rolling and taking the bank here. You don't want to get greedy. Looks like he's trying to draw under this. Yeah, it's really hard to hit that ball that much distance and stay low enough to have a good shot on the 10. 3-railer here on the 10 ball if he chooses to shoot it. Just banking it back to his side. Doesn't want to sell the 2-railer and does a good job protecting it. That's the corner you want to be in. If you play much 1 ball, 1 pocket, that's a good spot to leave your opponent in. It's got a tricky bank here if he wants to bank it. And it's definitely over there on your side. Damian probably trying to thin the right side of the ball, come back down table. Sells a significantly better shot to Andy. And again, that's why that's a good position. There's not a lot doing for Damian there. He was kind of trying to put Andy in the same spot he was just in. And Andy with a shot here at winning the game. Down 0-1. And boy, a lot of turnarounds in this game. Looks like he's. Oh, yep, just going for it. Again, hits that a little wide. And the hat's going to keep us in suspense. This looks familiar to Damian. You can try and clip this ball and get out of the way, but boy, oh boy, I'd rather live to fight another day. I think I'm shooting this ball out. We are just coming up bank pool, though, and that's a huge contributing factor in shot selection here. Yep, going for it. Look outside pocket. Does a great job. And he even caught that ball fat, so he definitely had room to get out of the way. All right, Andy Patterson. Going to try the same shot, but he's got a lot more distance to try and get out of the way of. Oh, that's going to hurt. I think he was trying to thin it and missed it. All right. Andy giving that game up. Something we're not supposed to do here at the Derby City Classic. In fact, that can forget exactly what the rule is, but I believe that it costs you that game and maybe another ball, or you give up your break. I know there's a penalty for it. I like the rule that I don't remember currently, but there's moments like that where you're just like, all right, let's move on. So Damian up 2-0 here on Andy Patterson here at the 2023 Derby City Classic. This is Somerfield Habener coming to you with Railbird Productions. Thank you for tuning in. If you like what you're seeing, like what you're hearing, hit that like and subscribe button. We're going to let you know every time we go live here. I think Damian kind of took that break for granted. Just caught that wing ball, and boy, got himself in trouble. That break can work out really fortunately sometimes, and Andy's not even looking at the four ball. We haven't seen him shoot defensively yet, and he had a wide open cut there. Boy, oh boy. Focus more on the trap. Doesn't want Damian to put him back in the corner here. But man, definitely let Damian off easy there. Looks like Damian just going to play up and to that upper right-hand part of the table. Gets him on a rail. What's he going to do here? Boy, that 6'11". Yeah, he is an offensive shooter, man. He's already looking at kicking that ball. And he might do it. All right, looking at... Yep, kicking that 6'11". Had a shot at it. It didn't go. I think Damian might have enough of that four ball to bank it. If he does, and he can get under it, boy, if he's got a cut on the 6, we're off to the races. All right. Cutting it. Oh, he overcut that ball. And he wanted to catch it thin, but he caught it so thin he even caught the 5 coming out. That's trouble. Let's see what Andy can do here. Down 2-0. Wants to get on the board. I think taking that combo is greedy. No, maybe he's just cutting that. There we go. Yep, and really trying to get that break out. Unfortunately, leaves himself the combo. It's pretty straight. I like Andy to make this ball, but boy, this is a scary spot to be in, down 2-0, reaching over this whole table. Yeah, I think it's a little more off angle than he wants it to be. He's going to try and draw off this and make that 6 ball. I don't like it because it still ends up Oh, he was just going for it. Okay. And he does. He moves some balls and clears things out, makes it a little tougher on Damian. Although, boy, that 5-7 looks wired. So 8-5-7 here. Yeah. Oh, how do you get through there? That's incredible. Hit that. I mean, read that shot really, really well. But for that cue ball to leak all the way through, that's pretty unfortunate. Um, Kind of jammed himself up there. This is a tricky. Looks like he's got the 11 to play off. All right. Plays the 11, knocks the 12 out, still moves the 9 towards his pocket. Very nice shot there by Damian. Oh, looks like Andy was trying to give Damian balls there. Yep, 1-1 here. Does he have a window to get to that 7? Looks like he does. He plays those bank combos pretty well. Unfortunately, just leaks that cue ball. All right, Damian. Let's see what we can do here. Trying to get on the 7 here. Moves the 9 out of the way well, but unfortunately gets him kind of right back to where it's in trouble. Gonna try and come between the 14-2. Probably just hit this 1 ball if you can. Well, made contact with the 1, but unfortunately, yeah, that's getting a little tricky. I think you kind of got to push through this going forward. He's got to get on the back or the right side here of the 8, 10, 15. And it looks like he's going to hit the 5, but if he can push through, it looks like he can get there. Can avoid the 5 ball. Oh, fell a little short. Still doable, but a lot tougher shot than he'd like to be on here. Up 4-0. Or sorry, 4-1. Yeah, at this point though, Damian feels like he can open up a little bit more. You know, you're in the lead. You got a chance of winning this game and getting out of the set. You definitely shoot this shot. And did a great job protecting himself. If he missed that ball pretty wide, but again, made good contact with that 2. Damian's going to go grab those balls. It looks like there might be. Yeah, I like playing the 2 railer here on the 5 ball. It might not go to your hole, but you can hit it a little wide, and it looks like you can use the 10, 15, 9, 1 to protect. He's looking at a straight bank on the 1, which is a lot more makeable. And he might try and draw into this too. What you don't want to do is hit that 15 ball and get yourself in trouble. Look at that line. Wow. Hits it perfect. What a shot by Andy Patterson. Man, nice shot. Ball's not turned in his favor here. If you can push through here, eh, I don't see a lot of good happening hitting the bottom side of that stack. I almost want to come around for the 12 here. I think that's what I'd do. Yeah, because hitting the bottom side of the 10 ball, it doesn't open up the 15-9-1. Hitting the 15, the 9-1 still plugged up there. The positive side is moving those is going to not, yep. So it doesn't get a shot out of it. He does have a bank on this 12. He's got a 2 railer on the 10. I think I'm banking the 12 ball here. You want to make sure you stay under the 10 if you do. You just can't overhit this ball. You'd love it to sit by your pocket or in your pocket. What a shot. That opens that combo up for him really nicely. I don't know if he can hit that 9 thin enough, though, to make the 1. Probably going to have to thin cut this 15 ball. And you really got to make a decision here. If you play the 15, if you're going to try to get good on the 14, he's cutting this ball. Let's see if the combo goes. Good try. Well, gets it to 4-4, and man, shooting totally fearlessly here, down 2-0. Damian's got a shot on this 9 ball, but it definitely sells a shot. This is one of the times in one pocket where you know how much it can cost you if you miss, but you realize if you're not shooting. Oh, tries to get under the 1. How'd he hit it? Well, he did the way smarter thing and played a very, very good save. I mean, nothing really threatening here for Damian, and Andy's in a spot. You know, all he can really afford to do is lay up, and that's proved to be something that's been hard for Andy. But does a good job there. Lays up. We've seen Damian really try and work the cue ball around other balls, and I think that's something that is really, really effective. Does a good job knocking that towards this hole, moving the 9 ball out. Boy, unfortunately, hits that ball too hard. Overcuts it, sells a bank. That 1 ball might be jammed, but we will see. It looks like he can bank that 1 ball and float underneath the 1. I think that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I like a little high inside here on the 8 to try and. I like to not even make the ball the 8 here and try and get on the back side of the 1. And he bangs that ball good. Overrolls it just a little bit. Unfortunately, I think that could be the end here. Damian Pongpanik, 4 balls away from this victory. And he's got a great look. Can't quite tell the line, but I think he's probably going to draw back for the 15 here. Yep. All right, 15 to the 8 if he can hold. His other option is to wrap around for the 10 ball or the 3, but I think he's just going to cinch. He likes that crisp draw stroke. There it is. Oh, that was real smooth. Gets a little straight, but it still looks like he's got enough angle to pop up behind the 10 ball. Great shot here of him. Going to slide up to the 8 ball. Rolls underneath it. Very nice shot there for Damian Pongpanik. 1 ball away from this victory here at the 2023 Derby City Classic. Damian for the win. Nice and smooth. Right in the hole. Excellent win here for Damian Pongpanik. This has been Somerfield Habener with Railbirds Productions. Andy Patterson not missing a moment to get back on that table. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you like what you're seeing. Tons more Derby City action coming at you guys from these guys. Thanks for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you again soon.